Hello everyone. Don't mind the different lighting. Isn't my house really pretty, festive and all? Callie's around here somewhere. She's stuck because I've got my bike in the way and I got my chair next to my table, but I just wanted a festive background for this week because, not to get sidetracked, but I was just talking to a good friend of mine, and unfortunately someone that we know is not doing well. So anyone that, is watching this, just please send his family some good vibes because it really shook me. And I have a good purpose to discuss with you guys tonight. So I'm trying not to let it get to me, but hey Denise, how are you? But yeah, it did shake me up and it made me even more excited to go live and just share with you just what I've been thinking recently, being so close to the end of marathon training. And I realized I could talk to you about so many different topics, but I'm like, you know what? Pretty soon I won't be able to talk about, the hopes and fears and the anxiety and then the excitement I'm going to be having before doing this full marathon. And it's funny too. So anyone, if you saw my posts over the weekend, I actually was in Philly near the stadiums. I met my team at Chicky and Pete's. So great to see all the lovely ladies and our newest team member, my friend's baby. She's so cute. She came to our lunch as well, but I just wanted to share that it was really fun because we all went around the table and were reminiscing about how we got started and what programs we first started doing and why we became coaches. And it was really great. And I mean, some of these stories were very emotional. Some of them just made me excited about revisiting why I got into this and why it's been so beneficial. And you know what too? Some of you may have stopped following me. Maybe some of you had just been like, oh, there goes Kim with another workout post. Or some of you are just not really paying attention to my journey anymore. And that's fine. I don't share for you. I share for people who are scared shitless to go chase their big scary goals. I'm here to share what happens when you keep pushing forward to get over an injury. I'm here to show people that you can build the life that you want to build. Yes, it takes hard work, but you showing up and you staring your doubts and fears in the face every day is what will help you get past these tough times, is what I wanted to share. And you know what too? A lot of people, things that come easy to them, they are very ungrateful and they don't appreciate all the good that they have in their lives. And you know what too? Me sharing my story with the coaches on my team that probably some of them haven't even heard my full story in person. And it was really great to I know what it's like, guys, to be crippled by an injury and be stuck on crutches. And I would get so depressed watching other runners go out for a run. And there I was not able to bend my knee. Yeah. Can you see? Both knees are bent right now. Yes. And that, may seem like an easy task or something that it's so easy for you to do. But there was a time when I couldn't bend my knee like this. That's how badly I've injured it. And it does make me nervous that what will this marathon do to my knee once I'm done with it? Sure, I feel great and training's going well. And even me sitting too long at my desk today, it did start to get a little tingly and numb. I'm like, uh-oh. So foam rolling it is tonight for sure, and I'm going to make sure to ice it. But, it's just as simple as bending your knee. I mean, people take things for granted all the time. And you know what coaching has done for me is just to focus on the positive side. I know it's a mindset thing. I mean, if you saw my post this morning, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. 4, because someone's car alarm kept going off. And you know what? You could be like, oh, I would just rolled over and gone back to bed. Well, no, I'm in my last week of my MMA inspired workout. It's only a 4-week program, so I'm in week 4. Why would I want to skip these workouts, especially when they're so fun? You feel like a badass doing them. But it's important to me to stick to my routine and my schedule because I can't guide and be a role model to other people that want to try this if they're not going to see me be 100% committing to it. So, I have to set the example and I have to show people that when you are consistent and you keep showing up, you're going to see hi puppy, you're going to see the results and the success you always wanted. Come here. Come say hi. People want to talk to you. So, I mean, it helps. I mean, so many people. Say hi, puppy. Hi, hello, audience. Aw. But yeah, so many people, I mean, I talk to runners all the time, and they're just like, how do you get your pace down? And how do you train so well? Or how do you have the motivation to run an 8-mile run before work? And I'm like, yeah, it takes a long time. I mean, that took me an hour and 20 minutes this morning. And I'm just like, I think I was at mile 6, and I'm like, oh, I'm really, really dragging. But I did bring my little water bottle. I didn't feel like bringing the fanny pack because it does get very heavy. I didn't bring that with me, but I brought my water bottle of 16 ounces of water. It had my Hydrate, which is my electrolytes. It's only 5 grams of sugar. It's way better tasting than Gatorade, and it didn't give me a crazy sugar crash. Or, I don't know about you, but if you cut out sugar of your diet, I don't like that like residue feeling in my teeth, which I know happens when I have too much sugar. So this guy, it kept me going. Every time the lady in my ear said, you just hit, etc. miles, I was like, all right, take another swig of it. And it just was like my second boost of energy to keep going. And that's what helped me finish. And then not to mention a good playlist it always helps me. I mean, but what I do is, and this is a good tip if you're a runner or if you're committing to exercise of whatever form and you're on that last like stretch, you're almost done, and so many of you will be like, oh, I can just give up, I've done enough. And I know for me, my goal is for a run is always to run as fast as I can. And that, to me, like what I'm thinking is I actually use rage and my anger and things that stress me out, and it just pushes me forward. You'll if anyone sees me, they're like, wow, this she is dedication all over her face. I'm just like, no one distract me. I'm just one focus. And I always imagine, like, I don't know, for those of you that have never run a race, it is way different than running on a treadmill. It's way different than just going for a run. But for me, like when you see that giant like beam that you go over that says finish line, there is no better feeling in the entire world. And I get chills like thinking about what that's going to mean for me when I see 26.2 miles and I see that finish line. I can't even describe how amazing it's going to feel. I'm sure I'm going to cry, I'm going to scream, I'm just going to like bend over and just thank God that I was able to do it. But it's really amazing. And you know what too? And a lot of you may be like, oh, well, Kim's a runner, she can do this. And it's very scary. I mean, me doing a full marathon is way out of my comfort zone. It's pushing my limits farther than I ever thought I would be able to do. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with my knee post-marathon. I don't know, like I'm nervous about if and when I want to run again. I'm scared for how I'm going to feel. I don't know what to expect. But I'm pushing myself because back to the title I said, are you living your life or are you just watching it pass you by? Because you know what? A lot of people are ignorant with their time and they think that we'll be here forever, and you put off all these amazing things that you wish you would have done years ago, months ago, and I'm just happy I'm not one of them. I keep setting big goals for myself because you know what? This journey, as we call life, it never ends. And why would you just want to sit on the couch and judge others from social media because they're doing something about it? I mean, sure, a lot of people are like, oh, Kim's just lucky, or oh, she's just motivated. And I'm like, no, I just got sick and tired of being unhealthy. I got sick and tired of feeling bloated and miserable and unhappy. I got so sick and tired of being so negative all the time. I got so sick of watching other people go on trips and doing all these amazing things while I wasn't doing anything. I was so sick of saying that I want to be a fur mom. Now I am. So let's see. What else is on your bucket list? That's a good question. I mean, New York City Marathon is definitely on my bucket list, and I don't know if my knee surgeon is going to let me run it, but I'm like, well, if I get in the lottery one of these years, I got to run it. I cannot not run it. But definitely, let's see, bucket list, hit all 50 states. I've only got 8 left. My baby brother has only got 1, so he's kicking my butt in that department. I'm trying to think. That's actually a good homework assignment to write like my top 5 things that are on the bucket list. But I hope, too, I challenge all of you. Think about things that you've said in the past that you've always wanted to do, but you haven't yet. And you know what, too? Like, I'm not to sound morbid or like get too intense on you, but we don't know how long we have. What happens if you get sick next month? Or what happens if, I don't know, tragedy strikes you? Or you never know, and you gotta stop putting things, you gotta stop telling yourself, I'll do this next year, or I'll do this in 5 years, or I'll do it one day, and then 10 years go by and you never did anything. I mean, I know that I can't wait till the older I get. I'm going to just look on my youth and the years past and be like, I'm so happy that I took that risk. I'm so happy that I wanted to make myself happy, so I chased my dreams, not someone else's. I know that's a huge misconception, is that people are always worried about what's in, what's trending, what everyone else is chasing after. And you know what? You got to remember something, that if it's your dream, then it's going to be important to you. If it's someone else's dream and you think that looks cool or something you should shoot for, you're not going to be happy once you try to achieve it, or you're going to realize like, wow, I don't want to do that. So you just have to remember what's important to you, and who gives a shit what anyone else thinks. I mean, I wanted to thank everyone that does support me with my marathon training. And again, I don't just post selfies and show you my time to brag or to be like, what's your excuse? I do it to show people that if you've had an injury, or you've struggled in the past, or you used to say you hated running, or you just physically couldn't do it, and you want to challenge yourself, it is doable. And no, you don't have to run a marathon. If you're someone who's never ran a day in their life, try just running a mile or do half a mile and be like, I freaking did that. Be proud of yourself, because everyone's journey is only about your journey. It is, I don't compare my journey to anyone else's. I don't compare my speed or my pace to anyone else's. I just focus on me. And yes, I support everyone else. I'm in a lot of running groups. It's actually really motivating. So a lot of people are like, wow, Kim's training for this marathon by herself. And I'm like, yes, technically, but I'm not a chatter when I go for a run. I'm just focused in my own zone. I'm thinking up great ideas. I'm listening to my good playlist. I'm just thinking about things that have been on my mind. And what's great is that I'm in a First Timers Walt Disney World Marathon Facebook group, and the people in that group have been so amazing. They are so inspiring. They're so motivating, and I just can't wait to give them a big hug and meet them all in Disney when I get down there. But okay, I don't want to talk too long. I know a lot of you are probably going to watch the tree lighting. Yes, I got out of Rockefeller Center safe. I was smart and took the subway, and I went down on the concourse, so I don't have to deal with the street traffic because it is ridiculous. But I'm excited to take my selfie with the tree tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And I hope everyone has a great night. And just remember, if you need any help to think up of what you can make a reality from your bucket list, or if you're in the slump and you would love a group of support, that's what my accountability groups are for. They're not just for weight loss and drinking superfoods. They're for helping people, go after their big goals. They're for, showing people that you will have a support group. You don't have to worry about negative comments on social media. Everyone is there to see you succeed. If you fall down, we're there to pick you up. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone has a great night.